maybe somewhere down the line, we should be looking at limiting some of those amenities for the people to minimize our exposure and to cut back on some of our insurance.
You want to leave it people and tell them?
My
I'm
opinion
just-
is revamp the legal system because
Well-
we are,
I'm
nobody's
just,
responsible for themselves
I'm
anymore.
playing the devil's
Everybody's a
advocate.
lawsuit. I
5
know.
people
I
fall
agree.
down in 1 year and sue us for playing tennis, okay? And our policy goes up $150,000 because we've got claims. We've got 100 so what tennis players, when everybody's paying for those people.
Right.
Okay, but is there not such a thing as contributory negligence?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
If you're not really capable, the amenities are one of the things that makes this place, puts it on the map.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is maybe minimize, not to expand. We've expanded pickleball, we've added things to the program.
I hear you, but you remember how popular pickleball was?
Yeah, I remember how popular shuffleboard is.
Can I add, can I step in there real quick?
Sure.
We're gonna check it, but Pete, you're gonna be surprised that the majority of the claims are not from that.
Not tennis.
I'm just saying.
I
you're
just
looking
happen
at-
to pick tennis.
I'm just telling you that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna verify that, we can verify that, but that's what's good about this company too, that we're gonna isolate and find out. But you're gonna find out that a lot of the different falls of the clubhouse, the walkways, the parking lots. It's
our number one incident.
the ones that I look at, that I get sent to, I can tell you, and a handful over the last 5, it's maybe here at the tennis court, but always outside of the clubhouse, the triple ball, where the majority of the people are. And then the ones that we do get on that pickleball and that slip that we got, yes, there was a line, something that was going on, racquetball that we got hit on. But I'm gonna verify that for you, but I'm pretty sure that the majority of the triple falls are at the clubhouse and sidewalks around them, or in the grass areas. Over the last, even the 30 years that I've been doing that, it's very rare that I have them at the tennis courts compared to the outside. You know? But we'll check it and double check, but it's a good thought that you're thinking about.
I'm just saying, the
save
more
money.
things that people are doing,
Yeah,
the more liability we've had. And we're also paying for insurance.
yeah.
I mean, David, I'm looking at that list. Everything, every amenity that we have, we're paying insurance on
Yeah.
that.
But that's what makes Century Village the way it is.
I'm gonna go back, I agree with you 100%. We spent $87,000 for a fishing pier that nobody uses.
We didn't pay 87.
Uh,
37.
Let's not go into
No.
that.
How much did we pay for the engineering?
We're not going to discuss this.
I'd have to add it all up, but it wasn't
And-
87 and,
I thought it was like close to $65,000, $70,000.
well, listen, we couldn't leave it as it was
I
because it
understand
was
that.
deteriorating.
I-
So we brought you an option and the committee decided they wanted
I'm
to
only
take the
bringing
option.
it up
Right.
because we were thinking about taking it down,
Mhm.
and we had 55 fishermen show up and say, "We need that pier to fish." And after we spent the money, they said there's no fish. Okay, and now that it's done in Trex, before you could clean it, now you gotta pressure wash it because it's being used by the ducks or whatever. I haven't been there in a while.
It's a preventative maintenance, they're
I-
out there every day hosing it down.
That's the
So we don't
point.
have, yeah, it doesn't accumulate.
We just put in a bunch of fish.
We did.
I understand.
They gotta take a year.
All right, Barbara.
That's right.
You gotta remember something. Like Joyce said, everybody buys here because of the amenities we have. And they pay for it. They pay for it. I pay for it, you pay for it. Whether you use it or not.
That's right.
That's condo living, so it doesn't
And
change.
the truth of it is.
And they pay for the insurance too.
Right.
That's
And
the way it
truth of
goes.
is that the majority of people that live here pay without ever using the facilities.
That's right.
It's a very small
Like you and
group,
me.
but everybody else is willing to, because the cost of living is
That's
so
right.
high. So,
I think Fausto brings up a few interesting points, and I think maybe Tony is the best place to go to analyze what these claims look like and give us an opinion.
No, they're talking, he's talking about.
WPRF.
What?
But
Fausto is talking about WPRF claims.
Yes,
Not
exactly.
but I
us,
think
not
we
us.
also mentioned.
No, why should I just think that away from them? No.
You got enough work in your
No,
arm. All
believe
right.
me, there are plenty of them at Yuko that I can tell you are insane, so.
What I could
These people cannot keep themselves from tripping and falling on Hugo property.
It's just,
She's jogging and she tripped. Well, maybe.
I
you
would
should
just
be
like to
jogging.
see a separation between contributory negligence and actual failure of the amenity.
Does
And I
anybody
think
know what?
most of it is gonna be contributory negligence.
And I can tell you there were a couple of lawsuits of things that happened on the dance floor. Overcrowding, people bumped into each other, somebody went flying. I have a woman who, getting out of the pool, face planted is the way I was told. She went just straight down, went into surgery. They thought that she fractured her face. She was lucky she did not. But the point is, when she came in to talk to us about it, in open-toed sandals, we managed to get a picture of some very bad feet. One foot had locked toes, the other foot had that, what do you call it?
there you
Where her
Hammer
toes
toe.
were going, hammer toe. So all her toes were going the opposite direction. Me, it was her feet that failed her. She doesn't have this, so
But this
she's
is
stepping off.
contributory negligence.
Exactly, so it's a combination of a lot of different things.
Yeah, but if it gets into, boys, if you get into a trial, everybody looks at that poor lady and blah, 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 she can't afford this, and she can't work again, and she can't walk again, or say she needs somebody to, clean her house and blah, blah. You're gonna lose. It's insane. Bottom line is, if you want different attitude, go to Iowa.
You know, just a couple of weeks ago, we had a
Yeah,
claim in
that's fine.
Pembroke Pines. It was a 5-year-old claim. The woman fell down 2 steps in the party room, because down there, you go down 2 steps to the dance floor level. She just flat fell. I mean, there's railings there, everything else. Her medical bills were $42,000, and her attorney came out of the back asking for $850,000 for this woman. And the insurance company settled after about 4 hours for $150,000 because they said if it went to trial,
Pembroke Pines.
any jury would be so sympathetic to the woman that it would wind up costing a lot more than the $150,000.
That's your insurance
That's the problem
companies, the
with
lawyers.
insurance companies, they want to settle.
Yeah.
Right, but like he said, before they throw 10,000 at it, it would go away. Now that has jumped either 50 to 100,000. It's becoming ridiculous. It was ridiculous before, it's outrageous.
So what we have to do, and that's why we're going through his arsenal, is as much information that we can put in what we do for maintenance and documentation helps
Oh,
on
yeah.
that settlement cost, you know? If you have nothing, you're in
Good day.
trouble, you know?
All right, this is all very exciting. Are we done with Picnic Island and
So,
yoga?
I'm getting a lot of requests from the residents. Can we open Picnic Island? Can we have a yoga class? We don't have a lot of attendance for yoga. It would be limited as we're limiting everything. We would be responsible for the cleaning. It would be 1 class, or maybe even 2, depending on how many people would come. We would provide the mats, but we would also disinfect everything. And the other one is Picnic Island. We have several benches, picnic tables. Yes,
Excuse me, are you talking about having yoga classes where?
in Hastings.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
not-
if we're allowed to do that.
Oh, I thought we were.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's a
I
gym.
really don't think so.
Well, the gym is open, but again, all to limited capacity. So they're not giving yoga classes at the gyms?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think
Because
so.
of the maps, everything because of that, you know, that's-
Okay.
The
that's
only
up- I'm
place
sorry.
we're giving any classes whatsoever is in Pembroke Pines, and the only thing they're doing is chair, something another.
Chair yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, Broward County is very different from Palm Beach County.
Okay, so I take that one off the
Yeah.
table, my apologies. But there's Picnic Island. They're asking that they're able to go out there. If you were to even consider it, we would remove the cooktops. There's no cooking, grilling, there's no parties. It would just be for them to go out there. We have upwards of 20 different picnic tables. They can
I
serve
don't think so.
this social distance,
Who's gonna keep
and
track?
security would just have to be
Why
out
would
there.
we want to do that?
I'm-
Feed the iguanas?
I'm getting the request, so I'm bringing it to you for your consideration. If you decide no, you decide no, and I tell them no.
All right, Barbara,
I don't know if we have to vote on that, but if we do, I'll make a motion not to open Picnic Island.
And I'll say,
At least this way I can say it was considered considered it and we decided.
Okay,
to
that's what I'm
still
saying.
go. Okay.
Yeah, how can we
Wait,
control
we
the
got a
people?
motion and a
You can end up
second.
with groups of people
They
there.
Want
have
to
the
put this
polls
vote in the
together.
record?
I've got a sheet.
All right. I think
After
it's a
this
good
vote, we'll
idea.
go,
What's the motion again?
not to open Picnic Island.
Not open Picnic Island.
And I second it.
Should-
I have a
Drive
question.
carefully.
Do we have a second?
I'll follow you the
Yeah.
minutes, because I don't know.
Tricia seconded, and we have discussion.
Yeah, I have a question. Can somebody walk out onto the island right now, or does it take long?
Take
No,
that.
we have construction fence up.
Yeah, I mean, they could sneak on, I guess.
They'd have to swim or tear through the fence to do it, but okay.
We'll put an alligator in the water.
No, don't swim.
Dr.
Yeah, the
Reed.
girl, and the girls are already taken off.
Hold
so they
on.
can't-
Yeah, there's no cooktops. They can't go there to grill even if they snuck on.
All right,
We
Richard,
make negative motions, that's all I'm asking.
can you make a negative
She
motion?
said that we not open.
Why not?
We'll make
Yeah,
the
Why
motion.
not?
Why not?
Open.
Can't stand.
I'm making a motion
The
now.
motion was to reopen Duck Island for limited
No, the
use.
motion was not
Not
to
to,
reopen.
oh, right,
I-
to keep
Right.
it closed,
I'm
right?
asking
To
just
keep
the
it
word.
closed.
That's all I'm asking. The word.
Is this a Robert's Rules question?
No.
Yeah.
No, let's vote. Get out of here.
I mean, I think the language is pretty unambiguous. You could do it the other way and say the motion is to open it, and then you vote no.
That's-
Well, if you're against it. But Barbara's motion was clear enough.
Yes, let's vote.
Just to keep
All
it
right.
closed.
David,
David,
We just have the motion, since it already is closed, we can just have the motion
Continue.
is acceptable to remain closed.
yeah,
Correct.
I'll amend it to keep it closed, okay?
all right. Do we have a second on that one?
Second.
All right. Tricia gets the honor of the second. Is there any further discussion on this?
Let's vote. please.
Let's
What
go.
do you want them to do?
Huh?
I'm opposed.
Yes, right now. So the motion is to keep Picnic Island closed.
Correct.
Correct.
Yes?
Yes.
Go ahead,
Correct.
David.
Okay, Kitty,
No, I'd like it open, so no against keeping it closed.
We understand what
Tony,
you're saying.
Abstain.
Abstain.
Patricia,
Yes,
I've never been there.
You want it open, Patricia?
No, she wants,
Joyce.
Oh,
yes, it's
yes, yes.
Closed.
Yes, it's,
Oh, okay, yes, yes.
confusing.
What's so difficult? People beat everything to death. They really do.
All right, Patricia, do you want to vote now?
I want to vote to keep it closed.
That's a
So
yes.
that's a
Yes.
yes.
I
Yes.
said
Yes.
Yes. I
You're
said
right.
Yes.
And said it very nicely, I might add.
Thank you.
Richard,
Affirmative, yes.
Affirmative, yes.
John Gray,
No.
Ruth,
She
left,
left.
Shadow leave.
Barbara,
Yes,
David Israel,
Yes.
Dominic,
Yes.
Stewart,
Yes.
Fausto,
No. I like the outdoors. I like the fresh air. So
Dr.
Go to
Noble
pool.
votes yes.
he's got his own pool.
Bob's
Take a
still
walk in the
there?
bedroom.
Tom?
He abstains.
Abstains.
Abstain.
Boo.
He said open it, should have said no.
He said open it.
He said
He
no.
said open it, so he said no.
He said no, that's right.
That's it.
Open it, he,
Open it.
Notice.
open it, he says no.
Well, okay, that's not the motion though. Motion is to keep it closed. Now are you voting on the motion?
You voted
Sounds
no.
like a no to me.
That's what he said.
That's what he
Oh, my
said.
God.
Motion passes to remain closed,
Okay.
8-4-1.
Thank you,
You gotta show me
everybody.
where this is.
Stay healthy, stay safe.
I asked,
Why am I going?
there's not enough.
It doesn't need to go on there.
I've seen the studio.
They opened it up.
Is there an issue?
No, you don't need to go to that, boss. I'm gonna go again.
Alright, this,
I understand there's some discussion about punching holes through the wall, but
I don't expect.
overwhelmed with the necessity to do that.
Yes, sir.
But if you guys don't warrant out going through the storage area, an issue.
On page 16. Yeah, right?
Thank you.
Don't
Yes.
Eric got to.